Awesome. Okay. So the next one we're doing is going to be a inside space, a 2-point perspective room, ladies and gentlemen. So this is a perspective room, as you can see, and the points are over here on the inside of the drawing. That means there's a lot of warping happening, right? So this one is nice, right? 2. This one, the points are a little bit outside. Now, I just super quickly want to show you, if you want to set up a drawing, let's say like this for example, then the easiest way to do that is as followed. You give yourself your horizon, there we go. You give yourself your 2 points on the horizon, one here and one here. You give yourself an idea of where you want to draw your drawing, let's say over here. Perfect, right? Then ideally I make a mistake. Ideally you don't want to put your horizon too high, because then you're not going to have that much space. So I'm going to draw this box a little bit bigger. I'll show you in a second. Here. So the best line to start with is this one in the back. So in the back you want to start. Now if you make this one really big, you're going to run into issues. Look. So basically if I draw this line really big, like this for example, then normally I would say I go from here to here and I will go from here to here, right? And I'm still doing that. I'm just extending it going this way, see? So I do the same thing from here, whoop, and I do the same thing from here. So basically that gives me this inside space, see? But you can see I have no place to put anything, right? So please, when you start at the back corner, start with something a little bit smaller. Because if you start with something a little bit smaller, then you give yourself enough space to actually draw some things down, right? Because if you start with a really big line in the back, then you don't have any space. Now we're basically on the inside of a box, super easy, right? Then it's just a matter of adding things. So you can add anything that you want. You can say, okay, I want to draw, for example, this cabinet over here. Okay, possible. Start over here. Just like we did in 3D drawing, right? If you start in the corner, on the ground, always start here is easy. So go a little bit up, then you went like this, then you did this and this. Now we do the same thing. It's on the other side, however, see? This side basically represents this side, right? So you would start a little bit like this. There I go. Then I will go parallel, parallel, but now of course I come from the point, 1 time, 2 times, go down, then that is this line, then this one would go 2 times or 3 times this way. In this case I'm gonna have to go to the left a little bit to the point and to the point a little bit, and then I have to decide where to stop, right? And then I can erase. See? So this one is now standing over here, covering the corner, and you can see I'm not going all the way to the wall. If I wanted, I have to just keep on going until I hit the wall here in the bottom, and then it's like this. So now I've done like a really big box over here, see? So if you wanted to do like maybe a bed, for example, you could say, okay, I'm gonna start over here, start off with making a box shape. Let's start over here, sorry, and then again from here to here, whoop, then like this, then go to the other point, this one go back here, this one go back here, and then just do all the details, right? I have full faith in that you can do this, right? Okay, so that is the beginning. You can always say, okay, well, I want my ceiling to be a little bit higher. Okay, then you can still do that, right? You're gonna have to make adjustments. It's gonna happen, right? But my advice is to start with a tiny line first, and then just keep adding, keep using the points. It will all make sense, right? You can see in these examples when you go online, for example, You can find so many examples here. If you type in perspective room 2 point, make sure it's 2 point, super important. So 2 point perspective room. Hoppa. Look, you get lots of examples. See, these are all looking good. See, 2 point perspective. So some of them are very warped, right? So make sure if you start to get something like this that looks like super warped, that's because the points are, you know, the objects are too close to the point. It's gonna look weird, right? The ones that look really good have the points farther away, somewhere off the page. That always looks better, because this one also getting too warped, right? Keep that in mind. This one looks pretty nice, not too warped. See? Here. You can see the points in the drawing, you can, if you look at the right top, are way outside of this border. See? That is what I also taught you to do. Make sure you're not drawing in too close to the points, because it's gonna look weird, right? Okay. Good luck with that. Then super quickly I want to show you one more thing, and then I let you go to do your assignment. Here, look. You can do something very difficult and complicated like this too, if you feel like it. Just have to use your brain a little bit, right? So essentially, if you wanted to draw something along these lines, is also possible. It's not too difficult. Just have to think about it a little bit. So I'll just super quickly sketch it. We've got like a horizon, for example. Then we have our points. Then we have an area in which we are going to draw. I'm going to do like nice and low. Then there's going to be a tiny wall over here maybe. Then like this. Then I can go from here to my whatever. A little bit warped, sorry. A little bit warped to the point over here. This one can come this way. This one can come this way, and this one can come this way. So basically this is just essentially the beginning part, right? And then from there you can make it more complicated, right? So you can say, okay, well, there's a higher area over here, so let's make this higher area first. Oops. Like this maybe. Whoop. Make sure it points to the horizon. I'm not even actually using the points anymore. I'm just doing it by feeling. I've auto-tuned my ID. I know what I'm doing. I know what it roughly needs to do, so I don't need to keep on going. I know roughly where I need to go, and then I keep on following that. So that will be a straight line, but you can see, you can also round it off a little bit, or add some like things over here that are gonna like look a little bit more interesting because they're like a little bit rounded, for example. See, like the possibilities are endless. Like just took like somebody's main concept ID, and then you can just keep on adding things yourself if you want. You can create some interesting openings and doors and systems. Try and see if you can add some of those things. Maybe there's like some holes in the thing. Just keep using the points. Keep using the points, add some details, create some interesting new angles to make it a little bit more interesting. And there you go, right? That is the whole trick. So start with the back corner, build a basic thing, add things to it, make it look fun, and that is it. Now this drawing is a lot of fun because of especially these things and this, because these are using different angles, right, to make it more interesting. So remember, you can do that. I'm now using these 2 points. If I wanted to create something here on the ground that's different, I just draw like maybe like this to begin with. That is my 1 point here. And then I move this one over a lot, right? So then I'm gonna have to move the other one over a lot too, I guess. Actually, I'm making a mistake here. Hold up. I'm showing you the wrong way. Okay. So let's say I pick this as a new point. Whoops. And then I can also pick this as a new point. Oh, this is also not making any sense. Hold up. Let me just sketch it a little bit better. Okay, let's say this. Yeah. Okay. So this is one new point which moved from here way over here. So then the other one needs to move way more over there. Now you can see what I'm actually trying to do is going to work. I confused myself there a little bit. See? So now I created a box parked in a slightly different angle. Okay, good luck, have fun. You can do any type of room inside that you want. Can be modern, can be old, can be whatever you feel like, right? Have fun. I'm looking forward to seeing your work.